morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, guys. Welcome to From the Heart of a Poet morning show. Yes, we are here, we are live, and we are direct. We are here at Newtown Radio Station this morning. Yes, we are. And today we will be discussing the topic: how do relationships affect your self esteem? That's what we will be discussing today. So give it up for that. All right. That's what we're going to discuss today. So hopefully you guys will join us. We are now preparing to begin the show this morning, and we are here. We are here. We are here. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us. We are definitely here. I admonish you guys to help us support our show just by simply liking, subscribing to our YouTube channel, right? Liking and commenting. And if you like it that much, you dig the content or the topic, make sure that you share. Make sure that you share. Okay? Make sure that you guys share. So yes, I know that I promise you guys, Pricey the Fairview will be here today, co-hosting with us this morning. However, life has showed up. Okay, life has definitely showed up. Um, Out of our control. So, she will not be here this morning, but she will be here next week, next Monday. Okay. So shout out to that. And shout out to life showing up and, the strength and tenacity and determination and ability with positive energy to move forward. Shout out to that. Shout out to God for being so dope, waking us up this morning. All right. So, yes, Friday, December 10th will be our third annual Battle of the Verses. Our judges will be again Shanks from No Days Off Entertainment returning. I need you guys to go click to go follow him. He is also a studio owner, producer, and a very dope artist. He's a lyricist. And we have We Work in Production. Shout out to them. I want you guys to go follow them and support them. They also have a studio. And we have we definitely have a guest judge coming in. Yes, we do. We have a guest judge coming in. So I need you guys to follow us at From the Heart of a Poet. Follow us at From the Heart of a Poet. All right. And bear with us as we continue to get ready to start this morning's show. All right. All right. All right, here we go, here we go. Now, we begin our show with morning meditation. All right, we begin our show every Monday morning with meditation. We begin our show every Monday morning with meditation. So, good morning, good morning, good morning again, beautiful people. I hope all of you guys are definitely having an amazing, blessed day already. All right. I definitely hope you are. And I would like to leave you, some of you know, some of you don't know, I am definitely a published and copywritten poet and writer in the Ink magazine. Go at the Ink magazine, go follow them at the Ink magazine, and on their wall, you would definitely see yours truly. My work is there, my poem title, I Want Love, is there. Shout out to Mitch, the owner of Drip BK, just walked up in the building. Listen, shout out to our Black-owned businesses. And guys, we are definitely going to have an inspirational quote by myself and Mitch now. See, he came here and leave me hanging. What's going on, Mitch?
It was good, it was good, it was good. So sorry.
Listen, you made it. Don't apologize. You're here when you're supposed to be here. I'll be late for my own show sometimes, and I definitely be asking the listeners and the viewers to forgive me and rock out with us. So we are going to start the show with some morning meditation and inspirational quotes from us. Okay, my favorite quote is one of the quotes that I wrote. It is my pleasure to leave ink all over a world who once never noticed me. That is my quote. That is one I want to leave with you today. Live and let live. You know what I mean? Dare to be different. Be your true and authentic self and accept whatever does and does not come with that. And that's what I leave you with for your morning meditation today from me. Drip. What's your quote for the day?
My quote for the day,
For
or
the
like
day.
a regular quote.
Well, what are your quotes, right? I mean, any type of meditative, motivational quote you want to leave with the people real quick before we get into this moment of recognition.
One quote that I live by. They're never they're never gonna love you as much as you can love yourself.
Say that again.
They're never gonna love you as much as you can love yourself.
Period. And that right there, it touches on the topic, but we ain't gonna get to the topic just yet. Right, not just yet. We ain't gonna get to the topic just yet. However, I definitely wanna shout out the co-host who was supposed to be here this morning. I definitely received a message from her this morning. You can go follow her at Pricey the Fairy. She's an amazing. I want to say high vibrational young lady. She's a high elevated minded young lady, and she is definitely a plant-based chef and an overall creative. She's also an independent artist and then some. I want to extend the moment of recognition this morning to her because life has been showing up all morning. Look, Mitch done, went to the wrong address. I woke up a little later than I wanted to. She's texting me this morning saying XYZ, you know, life is happening, things are going on. I'm so sorry I'm unable to make it. And I really do appreciate the I'm so sorry, but I'll take it as excuse me for the inconvenience because there's nothing to be sorry about when you're dealing with your cut cloth. You feel me? Like your cut cloth, look, I'm the other piece of, I'm either the thread in the cloth, one of those threads, or I'm a piece of the cloth on the other end, on the other side, either the front or the back of it. So listen, cloth understands each other. That's why there's a certain pattern in cloth, like in blanket and clothes, a certain pattern. You get what I'm saying? And when you start a certain pattern, it's like you have to finish that scarf or that hat or that shirt that way, right? It's the same way with writing and starting a business.
Oh yeah, it's not a business.
Pattern.
It's hard, man. It doesn't matter what business you're doing. Because at the end of
I
the
can't
day,
wait to get to that point.
oh man.
Yeah, you about to educate me. But I definitely I wanted to extend the moment of recognition to you, Pricey the Fairy. I just want you to be encouraged. And I definitely know that you will see this YouTube live later. So I just want you to be encouraged. Do not be discouraged that you did not make it this morning. Life happens. You're still dope as hell. You're still a queen. You're still highly elevated. And we'll have you come and co-host when you are ready. Hopefully that is next Monday. If not, we will have you co-host when you definitely come back. Okay, so we are gonna go to some independent artist music real quick, but before we rotate the independent artist music, I definitely want to let the owner of Drip BK introduce himself to you guys real quick and tell you a little bit about himself, and then get into the music and go back and touch on our topic. And following that will be an interview.
My name is Mitchell Senate, owner of Drip BK, born and raised in Flatbush, Brooklyn, East 38 Avenue D. Shout out. Not a owner of Drip. Went to high school in Brooklyn, St. Louis Prep. Shout out basketball all my life. Went to college of Mount St. Vincent. Went there for 4 years in the summer. Left there and I was managing nightclubs for like 9 years.
What?
Managed nightclubs for like 9 years. I started up doing security while I was in college. Then became a floor manager and then I became a GM. And I was at spots like called Touch and Temple. Then he sold the club and I was working at RDB, Kiss and Fly, VIP room. I'm being a door manager over there. And most recently, I was out at Taj on 21st Street before the pandemic. And
Wow.
Yeah.
So wait, let me ask you real quick, right? I can't wait to get into your story. So wait, I hear that you were doing the clubs,
Yeah.
right? Don't tell me Drip BK came in the pandemic.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
It opened June 1st, 2019.
Are you serious?
Yeah, about 6 months before the pandemic.
Oh, right before the pandemic. Okay. Well, now we're gonna make y'all wait a little bit. We're gonna get into that story. I'm totally excited. You know why? I am a Black young Atlas and I'm African American all day long, right? And I am definitely an inspiring business owner myself. My company, will be launching spring of 2022, and we'll talk about that later as well. But I'm very excited to be able to sit up close and personal and hear, a little bit of the transitioning from working for to employing people, from answering to an employer to being the employer. I think that is fire, that is dope. The first artist we are going to play this morning, we're going to rotate. Let's see. We're going to rotate Sexy by Stormy Murphy and Bossy B. You can go follow them at Stormy Murphy the Empire, I believe, and at Bossy B. If I'm correct, that is B Fortune behind me. Shout out to her, y'all. She in the building. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning.
More fire, more fire.
I got you.
White storm.
And don't worry, when I put this on, that's off. They can't hear us.
Shout out to Tagline.
I mean, they might hear us.
Stormy Murphy. Boston B.
No, it is.
More fire, more fire.
Okay, it wasn't just like that. So yes,
More fire, more fire.
this is audio while because I use that. I'm still training to be. I'm thinking up there. I want to get up there. I was saying that tonight, right? No, I was actually being a lesbian last night. Not, y'all didn't hear that. Y'all heard that? Oh, what? Nah, I was actually being a little. I was trying to be a pervert. Let me tell you something about me, right? I'm so glad they can't hear me. I was trying to be a pervert. What happened is they thank you. When we move the mic, do this. Don't do what I do. I gotta have it doing this. And people keep breaking this man's stuff. The man give us the damn station. Bro, that's all the story. But anyway, I was trying to be. I want to show you guys when I was trying to be. I gotta stop on this way because I'm about to turn it. Hold on. Do me a favor, y'all. Shift a little bit this way. Just like a little bit more. So what happened is I have not yet fully accepted that this is a bit the same stuff don't excite me. Like the same stuff don't. And I'm a dancer, so I feel, I know I can go to any environment and have a ball like a dancer. But vibes are very important. Yeah, it was really fun. I was so disappointed. It's just like, oh my God. I started to shout myself up. I didn't get 30. You working on business. This ain't gonna excite you. It's not. I mean, it was the only ass. If I could have carried that bitch by my ass. Good morning. I'm a little fruity, y'all. It happens. So if y'all hear me, don't judge me. But good morning. So, yes. So, I just wanted to grab my cheeks and roll my ass out. I don't want to do this. Let's go to right. Because I like certain types. I like women that make me wig. Like women that I'm like, that conscious women. For real, like, it ain't about how they look, it's about how they feel about themselves. Those women I like, I realize that. They talk about it. But that's who I always love. So yeah, shout out to Lesbian Fetish. But this is not, this one girl, big girl, I think I like 30. Flying all the way to all the way. I'm shut this head now. That's my little. So that's what I get though. My mind is there here, but I still somehow be a little more sensitive than I am. Like really, I touch my body. Yeah. I said, damn, what's up? I lose something happened. Yeah. See, I was like I said, I wish I could start my own party that goes up home and everybody. I got I'm ready to talk about my head with that. I can't do that. Some people are not going to show. Now I get to ask questions I want to know. I'm having a hard time with this area right here. I'm just listening to something before I left the house. I'm going to have to read while they're at the party. So just hold your ass. So you said last. These are all the questions to my children. First one, like the whole list. All the questions on the show. First off, yeah. And I love you how to tell me now. Watch when you see my show. Now it's going to focus. I don't know how to actually speak. I'll get to ask you again. Oh my God, don't do that to me. Yes, listen, that was Bossy B and Stormy Murphy. Shout out to B Fortune, she in the building, y'all. Say good morning, B. Say good morning to people real quick. Good morning. Listen, she in the house. She in the house. You heard? In the house. Part 2. I need to write that. Hey, yo, LL Cool J. In the house. Part 2. But anywho, we're going to swing into a whole nother artist. We're going to let B Fortune introduce herself real quick. Y'all just hold on for a minute, right? Because she got bars. It's in the form of a song, right? But she has bars. That's all I'm saying. So just give us a minute, right? But she's gonna introduce herself real quick, so y'all know she in the building, and we're gonna play another independent artist. Y'all know how we do here. I promised the artist, and I promise y'all we will spin independent artist music to support our independent artists in the underground industry. You heard? So we're in the building, and that's what we're doing. Be fortunate, what's up?
Be fortunate, you already know what it is. I'm in the building doing the motherfucking thing. I'm here with CASHEMA. And we already know what she said. She play independent artist music. That's what she's gonna do. She's gonna play independent artist music. So that's what we're gonna get into. Go ahead and get into it. I'm here.
You heard? Here. Shout out to LB Lil Bar. Somebody go tell him that from the Hardcore Show playing his shit at New Time Radio. Give it up for his song featuring Major. This song is titled LOVE.
Yeah. Slow thing is a funny thing.
It would have made you to know that being an artist so each other didn't speak. I love myself. I love the shit out of it. I didn't know I could know. I know. Shit, if I had home floor, I've been there talking like this. Let me know whatever they see. For real. That artist. For real.
Trying to tell you that's the love
I mean, I'm keeping my word. I'm not
was
going to
making special others must happen. So we
I
can't
got nothing to work, and I have to work. This is why people up there make money.
without no bunch. Free fall.
Some of us not afraid to go, okay, you got that?
So warm in the streets.
Look, we got all, I love this song. When I first heard it, I cried. I ain't gonna lie. Some people on this mother and make this song. I never thought and then when they're I was like, oh God, I can't like all that. So, let me not change the music of the house. I don't like that. I like to change my own stuff. I really like this song. I But you know, I was disappointed. She asked me that was Girl, I should have stayed in the house like you and did some more laundry, okay?
The whole world because of false code. I say cheese, and I get this Morse code. Perception turning to false mode. I'm about the harmony, how my thoughts flow. The hate not allowing me through these crossroads. Get a piece of the body, that's my bitch now. Money is the love, I got to get a couple words now. Money is the L-O-V-E. Money is the L-O-V-E. He's talking about love. Money is the L-O-V-E. Money is the L-O-V-E. I said the money is the love. Money is the L-O-V-E. Money is the L-O-V-E. He's talking about love. Money is the L-O-V-E.
Yeah, no, next question is Can I please use this song as a thing for
Love your mama. Whoa.
He getting real old school. Give it up for LV Leo Barja featuring Major. Money is the L-O-V-E. I like that song. That's my song. Listen, y'all know how I feel about remixes, right? On the spot. So somebody gonna hit them up and let them know I need to be on a remix of that song. You feel what I'm talking about? Spitting some love bars. You know what I mean? Love bars. So listen, we gonna play Hard Times by Stiggity. I'm gonna need you guys to go follow this independent artist at Stiggity __. You heard?
Times was a blessing. I'm just trying to find it out.
That's how you know I'm not used to wigs no more. I mean, like this.
These hard times was a
Okay,
blessing.
that's my mirror though, better.
Pick it the message.
I'm used to wearing them. I remember when I used to wear them, I used to just be. Now I be like,
These hard times got me stressing.
that's why
I'm
I'm
just trying to find it
like,
out. These hard times was a blessing. So I'm trying to stay about the way. These hard times was a lesson. Everything was forever, baby. These hard times was a lesson. Now I'm counting on my blessings.
so I'm trying to
These hard
roll
times was a lesson. I don't know what the message. You know I'm texting. Stick together. Now this was a side, so I didn't want to forever. I'll be hard for you. I had to do something together. Going through these hard times, but I had to make it better. Yeah. You tell lies for me. Why you telling lies for me? You were working in the studio. You was out there by my side for me.
Oh,
I'm trying to figure out what it's still lonely.
what?
I'm trying to change, so I'm counting on this blood on me. These hard times been stressing. I'm just trying to find a better day. These hard times was a lesson. So I'm trying to figure out the way. These hard times was a lesson. Everything on my forever, baby. These hard times was a lesson. Now I'm counting on my blessings. These hard times was a
What up,
lesson.
y'all? Oh,
These hard times was a blessing.
yeah. Sticky baby from the Hard Times Morning Show, Sound Radio. Oh, Jimmy K in the building, if you're watching, give it up. Yeah. Yeah. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Got it. Respect it. Yeah. These hard times was a lesson, y'all. So I'm counting on my blessings. Listen, give it up for Stiggity. That was Stiggity __. Let them know that From the Heart of a Poet put you on and we sent you. You heard? Because we in the building. Now we're gonna spin another independent artist. Y'all already noticed this independent artist rotation session. So the next independent artist coming up will be one of my favorite. He is not just one of my favorite, he is 12 years old, y'all. And he don't only write his music. He's 12 years old and he don't only write his music, y'all. He produced beats. I said he is 12 years old, y'all. He don't only write his music. He produced beats. I'm gonna need y'all to give it up for Jay Hen and his song, Doing Too Much, and I'm gonna need y'all to click the link in his bio and check out his visuals, y'all. He got a new visual that just came out. Yes, give it up for my favorite producer, Jay Hen.
12 years old.
12 years old. That's right. Your boy 12. Watch this. He coming. Give him a minute, because he coming. I told you he was coming.
Yeah.
I told you. Now listen to what he said.
J9. Hop in the rim, I feel too much. Pull up your blunt, we coming in clutch. You 21, no, I don't. On the highway doing 80 plus. She midnight, ain't better than us. All of that cap, all that put to the clutch. I get in the post, just the way she rush. If my phone is nothing to discuss. We hop in the car, been so many mistakes. I'm up in that trippy boom, make 80 on the guy, shot it in moving. Talk about money, but can't even use it. We got some cash that prove it. I get it back, I get stacked and improve it. I get it, I use it to be sewing. I might get different, we get them fullest.
Yeah.
Fullest. You know we body and do it. You gotta ask me, you better use it. This is not conclusion. So I'm like, I can just do it. I get it back and I'm moving. So I'm like, I can just do it. What is the rush? I'm running it up, no, I can't get enough. On the internet, stay acting tough. Hop in the car, won't get on the bus. What is the rush? I'm running it up, no, I can't get enough. On the internet, stay acting tough. Hop in the car, won't get on the bus. I'm out doing too much. Love your brother, he coming in clutch. 21, no, I don't. On the highway, doing 80 plus. She midnight, ain't better than us. All of that cap, all that put to the clutch. I can't in the post, just the way she clutch. If my phone is nothing to discuss.
What? You heard him? It's nothing to discuss. Did you know what he said?
I believe that.
Y'all wasn't even listening, but that part, you heard him on the song. He was actually talking something. Y'all like, I don't talk about he kept it age appropriate. Boy, I can't wait for him to come co-host. Listen, give it up for Jay Hen, y'all, and doing too much. If you really, you feel me, give it up for kids. Shout out to the kids, y'all. I don't want to be nowhere in the world where there's no children. Because to me, if there's no children, there's no growth. But we're going to get into that. I don't know. I feel like we're about to have a fire session in here. I'm talking about just the whole, the whole meeting here. I feel like it's like a meetup. Like, Word, like I feel like I'm in the field and y'all about to box some
It's
real
a vibe.
negative energy.
It's
Like
a
we about
vibe.
to really get down. Like for real, I'm serious. Like word, like spiritual warfare up in this mother. You know what I'm talking about? But
You know, today's
anything,
All Saints Day. You know that?
it's what?
All Saints Day. Look it up. It's true.
I didn't
The
know
day after
that.
Halloween, because I congratulate you guys for enjoying Halloween. But right after that, I go ahead and clean everything up for All Saints Day. So we'll go ahead and.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna need you to tell us about that. Yeah, you gotta tell us about that.
Please, Kashima, please.
Okay, leave it at. Okay, stay at the side. I got you. I got you.
Look at it, All Saints Day. Go ahead and clean up.
You know church people always like to get deep. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I go to church, okay? Because I need help. I need some handy help, okay? Staying out of prison. You know what I'm talking about? But anyway, give it up for him, legendary, in his song Lion of Judah. I'm gonna need you guys to go click the link in his bio because yours truly is in his newest video that is out. You heard? And I'm gonna need you guys to go check out that song, okay? Give it up for him, legendary, and Lion of Judah. Him legendary again, What? Hey, Jaja and Golden, women here for the righteous and chosen. Seem like I never have a clue. Lion of Judah, never I get me confused. Don't make me fuck up the fuse. Tell us, see any rule. Them are praying to the devil and I'm living the night. Who they want to realize? Shut them up between the mics. This is the one criticize. Them I talk, kill me up without a fight. What? Lion of Judah, how will I get to Judah? Don't make me talk about the future. Tell us, see any ruler. Lion of Judah. That's right, funny ruler. Don't let I get you confused. Before the moon, before the moon, I'll confuse her. I'm a man that doesn't the truth. I can come to you for the room. Don't I am free day. She told us, now, told us, what makes me a pretty righteous and chosen. I'm like I never have a clue.
We are lion, purple and green like we lion. Track on the scene, see how we the mountain my pump. Easy lion, I'm making to lion. Come on, we are lion, purple and green like we lion. Track on the scene, see how we the mountain my pump. Easy lion, I'm making to lion.
Lion of Judah.
Nobody get confused. Don't make us walk out the fuse.
Tell us, see any ruler. Yes, give it up for him, legendary. You can go follow that artist at him, legendary, just the way it sounds, just the way it sounds. At him, legendary. Go and follow him. Tell him that from the Humble Poem Morning Show sent you. Last song for this moment will be Pretty Honest. Let Me Love Ya. Y'all know that is our theme song up in here. And now I can really announce it because we have gotten permission by the independent artist to use this as our theme song. So shout out to this song. Shout out to the producer on the track. I do not recall the name, but shout out to the producer on the track. Pretty Honest, Let Me Love You. I really like this song.
That's what I want.
I'm radio, but I feel like if I can be connected to someone that can really get my name, something being played, then I'll do it. It don't have to be beyond me, but I don't have to make that. It's going to be a journey for me. They already got it. It ain't going to hurt. I don't care about that. That's what I want to be. Purpose. If there's no purpose, then I'll make my life.
Now it's time for us to be each other's memories. Baby, please, will you let me take you on this journey? I will never let you down. I will always be around.
I love it. It's just the design. I like how it goes.
Let me love you, let me love you, let me love you. Let me love you, let me love you, let me love you. Let me love you, let me love you, let me love you. Let me love you, let me love you, let me love you. Now it's time for us to be each other's little bit. Baby, please, will you let me take you on this journey? I will never let you down. I will always be around, right at top of you, my king, my baby, yeah. Let me love you, let me love you, let me love you. Let me love you, let me love you. Let me love you, let me love you, let me love you. Let me love you, let me love you, let me love you. Let me love you, let me love you. Let me love you.
Yo, y'all sitting over there looking back in the day. Wait a minute. Give it up for that song, Let Me Love You by Pretty Onyx. Shout out to Pretty Onyx for lending that song, sharing that song with us here from the Heart of a Poet Morning Show. But y'all know, you listen. Because I'm over here, and I told y'all, all of these cameras here, each live in the YouTube live, all of that is my mirror on the low, right? So I'm over here, y'all having like a dynamic duo over there. Like, look, y'all for real, wait a minute. They over there having an amazing time, just chilling like we over here. It feel like we had drip weekend. That's it. I love your energy is impeccable, like it's priceless, right? It's impeccable. Because, like you said, and it's impactful. Because I'm over here now. Listen, look. Listen. If I like a song, I like a song. It's like how when I was in a club singing that Notorious. You know, we hear our song. We become the. You know what I'm saying? The artist a little bit for a minute, right? We become the energy. That song by Pretty Onyx is really one of my favorite R&B. It's like really R&B. Because I'm like more of a soul, type of, but that's R&B. So I'm over here looking at myself, right? I'm listening to y'all like I'm glad they enjoying themselves. Let me, and then all of a sudden, when you home, and usually we do that at home, you got the face on. I'm over here, like I'm her backup singer in the video, talking about, I'm looking at my face like, yo, are you dead serious? Like, I was just dead. I thought I was her for a minute, like, y'all didn't see this, and I'm looking over like, yo, they paying me no whatsoever, and I love it. And I love it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like everybody in the same room, just being themselves, and it's all working together. The topic I want to touch on real quick, right, is shout out to our uniqueness. I love it. I love it. But the topic I want to touch on real quick is like how do relationships affect your self-esteem, right? I will definitely, guys, I have not forgotten to do poetry for you guys, but I just want to switch it up a little bit, right? But you're definitely going to get a few words out of me today, right? What's from the heart of a poet without a poet? However, I want to talk about how relationships affect your self-esteem, right? I just want to touch on it very briefly because I realize that you don't have to be long to be strong. You know what I'm talking about? And I know for real, and I find out that there's a reason why we have sayings and quotes and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Because I think that things that are short and sweet are the most impactful and the most powerful to me. That's for me though. Because I come from they talk too much, they do too much, and it's a bunch of nothing. Yeah. So how do relationships affect your self-esteem? I'll give my point of view. For me, I chose the topic one because it brings about a little bit of controversy, and that's what I'm looking for. I want the controversy just to get into the minds of the people in my community so I can understand how they're thinking. Our communities rather so I can understand how they're thinking, so I know what role from the heart of a poet as a brand and from the heart of a poet as a radio podcast can continue to play, right? To either provide answers or ask the questions so that the answers can come, right? So yes, use us as a portal, guys. That's what we're here for. So this has been for me because I come from having a really, really poor relationship with myself. I'm talking about my relationship with myself used to suck so bad. Like I don't even understand. It used to suck. I understand, but it used to suck so bad. It came from a lot of abuse that I used to go through. See, I'm on the other side of it now. So when I reflect, I'm like, damn, how did I even feel that way about myself? To me, relationships are a direct reflection of your relationship with yourself. Period. Period. I'm just saying. Because I used to say, oh, I love myself, and oh, I want better for myself. Shout out to all of y'all because I learned, but the company that you keep. When they said that you are the company that you keep, I used to think that it was a judgmental statement because they were different. No, sis, they were trying to help you. It was telling you something. If you want to be different, if you want to be yourself, then you get with the yourself people. And a lot of times, when you come from a broken relationship with yourself, it's a journey to find your feet. Like it's a real journey. You be about 50 by the time. No, for real. Like sometimes it's with age. You know what I'm saying? You be a lot older by the time you done found your cut cloths in the different corners of the earth that they in. So I know for me, relationships are a direct reflection of how I feel about myself, which is why I don't have many. What? Because I gotta look. How do we do? The spiritual people, we sweep dust out. You burn sage and you open one window in the house. Let it go out. You open the door. Let it go out. Don't let them back in. Right? Exactly. So because as my love for myself begin to grow, as my desire to be better begin to grow, and not to just be better because everybody say they want to be better, but I actually wanted to like vibrate different mentally. I wanted something to, make whatever in me vibrate to vibrate so it could connect to something higher than me. Like I call certain vocabulary vibrational language, like a higher elevated way of speaking. Like I could say yeah, but it's like yes. I could say I, but it's like okay. I'm just saying because I want it to be highly elevated or at least elevate a bit higher than where I'm at. So this is where people like you guys come in because one, your Be Fortune did something amazing for me. She really, really did. I'm gonna bring it up because it was amazing and it can be used. It really can be used as a lesson for a lot of us, especially women, black, brown. I don't understand why, but shout out to her. Be Fortune not being afraid to be transparent, right, in the face of an opposition. Because anytime you misunderstand something, it's an opponent at the moment. It's opposed to what the purpose was or the intent. And what happened is when she was asking me when I first asked her to come, some people I asked and some people are asking me. She's one of the people I asked to come, right? And when I asked her, I'm cracking. Listen, I'm very transparent. When I asked her, she challenged me. Yes, she did. It wasn't a bad challenge, though. I don't know because
practice makes her better. You know, practice perfects you in the area in which you want to be better. And I definitely am working on my perception. In order for it to actually happen, though, how do you usually get the muscle to grow? You gotta, pump the muscle, right? You gotta lift weights and all that. So, right. So she challenged me, and she was like, mm-hmm. So, because, slot payments, right? So she was like, this is all cool. I respect all this. I could tell the energy was like that. Like, I respect all this, but sis, what's the views like? What are your algorithms of the station? She would be on the show. The station. Now, we come from DTF radio station. I knew all of that. I was so used to things being handed to me that when I got to Newtown Radio, I didn't stop to find out. I kept focusing on production and how I'm gonna get, this that way and that on YouTube on it. But I am very, 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 very knowledgeable and aware that that stuff is very, very important to artists. Whether they're paid for a slot to perform, an interview, or anything, whether they're paying or not. I'm so dead serious because I'm not even on front. Even I'll be asking certain stuff. No, because for me, I haven't gotten to what your views are like yet because I'm still producing something that I'm working on streaming and stuff like that. But I do say stuff like, who's hosting the event or who's curating this event or like I pulled out of events. I've literally pulled out of performances. I'm sorry I didn't know myself when I told you I was performing. No, honey, I grew yesterday. Why? You evolve every day when you mean it, when you purpose driven, that thing meets you where you at, right? The law of attraction. So, yo, I'm amazed. So her vibration for me, when I seen her, that's what did it. Oh my God, that's what did it for me. Like, is this easy to make amends online? Like, are you kidding me? We ain't seeing each other. It's easy to do stuff like that, via texting and stuff like that. But for me, y'all, good morning to everybody on our lives. For me, y'all, and good morning to those of you who will view later. For me, it was her elevated mindset. Oh my God. And I used to think I meant oh my God, because I used to think an elevated mindset meant that I had to be, I'm walking like a nun. What? Yeah. I'm the best Christian in the church. Oh my gosh, I don't what? I'm telling you the truth. I'm just saying, take me to the place where they took Whoopi Goldberg and Sister Act and just throw the outfit on me because that's what I thought I had to look like, be like, in order to be considered a highly elevated person. But I realized is in how I carry myself, is in my lingo, how I speak. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, here's a good one. How I treat people. I know that a lot of the things we do in the industry, in the entertainment world, whatever part of it you're in, is about what it looked like, image. OQP is gonna make my money. Only quality people. I listen to people like Les Brown, TD Jim Ron. I ain't got time. Eric Thomas, Steve Harvey. It ain't near one of them. I don't know nothing about all that other stuff. I don't touch stuff I don't know. Goddesses focus on themselves, you know what I'm talking about, and the things that they could do to help heal their community, not what the society said about how they got rich, I have been wealthy or whatever. I have nothing to do with that, but they help me save my life every single day. They help me say, look, God save me from myself is my biggest prayer. What happened? You understand? So yeah, that for me is what relationships and self-esteem, my first relationship is very important. Parents is very important. It's extremely important whether you're able to raise your child or not. Let me go there, right? It is extremely important how you talk to your child, how you treat your child. Why is it that your brokenness has to be my reflection? Why do you have to mirror your brokenness on me? I forgive all of y'all for y'all kids. Word to my mother. I really do. I forgive every last one of y'all for y'all kids because some of y'all, it's still happening. I mean, we look at it on TV. Oh, why she kill kids? Bro, you like 2 arguments away from killing yours if you slap them again. No, you understand what I'm saying? Or if you yell, like, you can kill your kid. I was walking dead for years, y'all. Oh my God, my relationships reflected that. Yeah,
Yo, for real, one day I will get permission from all my exes. Like, can I just use y'all as the cover of one of my books? Because y'all, like, for real, y'all are like the fragmented pieces of my life that when I put y'all together, it made that muscle right there. Like, my faith to me is my muscle. I got a piece where I say my faith is like a spiritual erection. They try to leave me depleted and without affection, but my faith is like a spiritual erection. Word. I didn't even know it was like a spiritual erection until it got what? Challenged. I'm just saying, you know, pressure busts pipes, but as my pipes is busting, the right stuff is coming out, and then the right stuff is coming in. So I'm good with that. I need y'all to help me with the topic. Come on. What's y'all take on the relationships and how it affects your self-esteem? Because you know we're in the entertainment world, and a lot of us like to be fly and say that cute shit. And a relationship affect my self-esteem. You're lying. You're lying. You're lying. You're lying. Because if that's the case, when we go through stuff and you know we have disappointments that we see coming. Oops. Hold on, let me say it again. That's my favorite. I love it when I get to do this. We have disappointments that we see coming. You know, like when I knew I was supposed to just leave him or her alone, and I didn't, and now I'm tight that 2 years later, you know, the thing that blew up in my face, and a couple of other people know what's going on now because I couldn't, you know what I'm saying, sit down before and just admit to myself that shit that I'm reflecting this ain't it. I need to go work on me so that I don't attract that. Okay. B Fortune, come on. I need y'all to help me. Drip BK. I'm gonna need y'all to help me out. Come on, Mitch, you in the building. Come on, B.
Yeah, I think that relationships are affecting yourself. I think you said that earlier, you know, they're a reflection of you. I think they affect your self-esteem. One thing I really heard that I never forgot and helped me is that I was talking to my friends and really being supported, and I felt it, you know. It was it was heavy on me, you know. And I can't really understand why I was supported. I feel like, damn, you know, my shit is dope. So I don't really get it. Like, damn, like, you know, the people, you know, whatever. So,
Right.
Talking to my friend about it one day, and he's older. I hang out with older people. And he's older, and he's like, yo, you know, when you don't have support, it makes you vulnerable. But I never equated support with vulnerability. But it does make you vulnerable because it opens you up to other people who can tell you anything and just lift you up and take you anywhere they want you to go. It could be a lie. It doesn't have to be true. But I never really equated vulnerability with my lack of support. But because I was strong, because, you know, I got Haitian beatings, you know, they was meaningful. They came for reasons. It wasn't just random beatings, you know, they killed me twice, but I'm here. So I just feel like that stayed with me. My friend Lion told me that stayed with me because it really does make you vulnerable. It makes you open to predators. You know?
When you don't have support.
Yeah, when your relationships are not supportive, it makes you vulnerable to vultures. People out there looking for people who don't have support. They're looking for people who don't have support, and they're gonna fake like they support and get what they need from you. You know what I'm saying? Fortunately, I'm smart and crazy enough to make people go.
Hold on. I want you to say that the S and the C word again. Say them two curses again. Because them curses, no, for it's a blessing that we're telling you, but we're what? Say that it's the S and the C.
Okay.
Smart and crazy.
Oh, there you go. You remember.
See?
Yeah.
I'm smart and crazy enough.
That's how I'm talking to you from the heart right now. From the heart of a poet, and from the heart of an artist, it's heart to heart, baby. It's heart to heart. So I don't know what I said, but I meant all of it. That happened, and yeah, I never equated those two, but it's really, they really do go hand in hand. They affect each other, you know. Yep. So yeah. That's what I gotta say about, you know, how relationships affect you. Like if your relationship is not building you up and supporting you, and it doesn't necessarily have to be somebody spending money with you or somebody coming to do everything. It's just a matter of, you know, people good energy for that person. Like, you know, some people just kind of negative. You know what I'm saying? Like some people, you tell them something that you don't know what they might think about your shit. They might just be putting negative energy out their brain, just magnifying all that negativity towards your shit. And some people, like, they really genuinely just, you know, like me personally, I don't take nothing personal. That's how I was able to have that conversation with you the way I did. Because if I took it personal, it would have went so far left for no reason. But
yeah, I would have been so
that I don't know.
Yo, I
doesn't make sense. I didn't come out for that. That's why I left you. That's why I just left it like that.
Yeah.
I didn't come for this. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this with nobody. Like with nobody. Like nobody.
Like the energy, nah, that's
not doing it.
But then you doing that also in turn, it helps me. Like you bless somebody. Walking in that.
I know that. That's why it's important for me to do it like that. I'm sitting here with next to Mitch. I'm representing my brand. Every word I'm speaking right now is representing my brand. I'm letting these people know. I got thoughts. I got more than the 2 songs that you heard, that little album. I have a lot going on in my head, and that's important to me. So yeah, I have to represent myself. Like maybe you forgot you was representing yourself. And I didn't want you to go too far left because at the end of the day, I know we forget things sometimes. So maybe you forgot, I don't know you. So this can't really be personal. It can't be. It can't be.
Right.
So I have to give you time to go ahead and meditate on what the fuck is happening right here. Go ahead and read this shit over. Because I know about it. Read it over and meditate on what's happening. Because I cannot do this.
No, I did.
And you go by Mitch, I fuck with Mitch, I'm gonna be at trip, you're gonna see me. Meditate on that. I cannot be arguing with people. I can't. It's not what I came for. I got a lot of shit. First of all, I got a life. I got my own shit. I have a child. I got bills. I got money to spend and people to see and places to be. I cannot be spending minutes, even minutes, arguing with somebody that have no, that's energy, bitch. I ate. And now I'm about to spend all of that food that I bought from Drip on you, a whole stranger. I don't have it. I can't do it. I don't got money. I can't afford it. I can't afford it.
I love it. That's a fact. Nah, wait, hold up. She can't wait. Because that's so, wait. Because that's so real. Because you know when I knew what's understood don't have to be explained. And that's why I said, nah, you coming off the rip. Because it was her vibration for me, and you don't get that. You don't just get that. When she left it, I had already picked up her intention. So unless you really done got yourself centered, you're not supposed to respond. Because people could feel, I felt her enough, I intuitively felt her enough and discerned by her spirit that she discerned something was personal. And the funny thing is, the energy of taking the person came from something else totally different that was going on at home, right when I had chose to read. I really got to stop multitasking sometimes. No, all jokes aside, because sometimes I'm multitasking and that does happen. The energy from one thing gets projected in another, and then I'm reading y'all messages like, well, what the hell?
The attitude of whoever the fuck you actually
right. And I'm sitting up there like, look, well, why the hell did she take it that way? And then I went, hold up.
Yeah, read that.
I need you to reread everything that you wrote, and then I'm gonna need you to backtrack exactly how you was feeling in that moment when you did it and what were you doing? Because she didn't even do nothing. So all I could do when I seen her, I was so happy when I seen her. You don't even understand. I was so happy. It was like God's gift. I didn't know I was going to see her that night. I was so happy when I seen her. I said, oh God, I don't know if she's going to push me off of that, but I am grabbing her and I am embracing her to say thank you first off. To hell would I apologize? No, thank you. Because in that, I was able to vibrate a little higher and bring myself up because she didn't come down to where I was in my mindset at that time. Yo, shout out to B Fortune, for real. That's fine. That's wildfire because a lot of I meet a lot of independent artists with no character. Next! Come on, don't let me sit there. Come on. Help me, Mitch, save me. Lord, you got this. You the CEO of Drip BK. Let's get it.
Is he?
Like you said, support is key. But everybody has to understand, especially in relationships today. The self-esteem is important, especially if you have goals. That support isn't always going to be reflected. So, like for example, I'm married. I'm always busy. We just had a kid, a daughter, 5 months delivering, and it's like,
hi, baby.
We have to, I got time at a Drip. I'm also personal training business for a long time, and it's like. It's busy. She just went back to work from home and whatnot. But at the end of the day, you and that person have to understand what y'all feel for each other. You know what I'm saying? You serious talks have to be there. And and you both have to understand there's gonna be times that it's gonna be dark and stressed. You're gonna be stressed. We're gonna be stressed at the same time, but we can't reflect that energy on each other if we don't want to like be apart. You know, we have to understand like we really want to be together. Like I learned this a long time ago from manager and I grew to be really good friends with my co-manager George at the time, and he was the GM at that time. I was the barman, and I fucked up one night with the numbers. You know, and you know he chewed me out. Cursed, there's people in the room, told me 4 o'clock, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I'm like 22. I'm like 22. So, you know, he barked at me. I'm in my feelings, you know what I'm saying? The rest of the night, I'm tight and everything. 4 o'clock, you know, he comes downstairs, pulls me a shot, boom. And I'm looking at him like for real, he about to have a job after all that shit. And he just looks at me and he's like, yo, that was business. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know, you're a good person, I'm a good person. You gotta separate the two. That was a situation. At the end of the day, like you fucked up. I have to let you know, but we gotta move past. You know what I'm saying? Because like in the big picture, all of this has to work. You know. So like you know, if I come home, long day at work and whatnot, and like I open the door, she sees my face. And this is because we've been together for so long. She sees my face, I'm looking no straight. Like she knows it's not, I don't want to see her or like I'm activated to be here or whatnot. She knows like, oh, somebody got you mad. Because, you know, at the end of the day, like she wasn't around me all day.
Right.
You know, it couldn't be her.
Wow.
But back in the day, I used to come home like that and, you know, we would take it personally. You know, and like, yo, what's wrong with you? I'm doing this. And it's like, yo, we have to sit down and talk about, yo, no offense, like I'm in two to three industries now. Like you can't show your feelings. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're like hospitality or you're running a business or you're an artist or whatnot, and you're around people. You have to be a certain way because at the end of the day, you gotta put your best person forward. You know. So some days, like no matter how much you put in that smile on it and you pushing out those good vibes, that's all energy. You know what I'm saying? When I'm with a client for that hour and a half, I'm pumping out good energy. They don't wanna, you know, come to it like a Debbie Downer, like, hey Mitch, how you doing? Oh, I woke up late, you know what I'm saying? It's raining outside. Nah, you know what I'm saying? Like rain, snow, sleet, or whatever, like my vibes gotta be good. You come to drip, if it's raining or it's 12 feet of snow, you come in, yo, what's up? B was good. How you doing? Mitch, how you doing? It's snow, but you know, I woke up, I'm here, paying my bill. It's all good, you know what I'm saying? You don't really want to be around a person, especially if you're going there for a reason. You know, like my clients come to me for like, you know, like to progress mentally and physically. People come to drip for a certain vibe and like to get their work done and to like clear their mind of all the shit that's going wrong. So you can't be trying to clear your mind and come into a situation that somebody's putting more shit on your shoulders, you know? So like in relationships, you really have to understand how to separate the two. Like me as a man, like me having like a man cave, you know what I'm saying, like an office. I could just ventilate. Like so when I come home, I don't gotta just drop bad vibes on everybody. You know, so go in my office in my cave, watch something for a half hour, like setting up, we group, and then come out as, you know, a family guy. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, what's up, what's for dinner, how was your day, whatnot. So I'm not putting it out. And you know, when it comes to like self-esteem and everything, like in relationships, sometimes like your self-esteem could be low at times because you know, especially when you're in a long-lasting
I was
relationship.
getting ready to say, don't self-esteem fluctuate because we're always going through something as a human being. Life is always moving, the earth is always spinning.
It fluctuates a lot, you know, and like when I told you before, like nobody's gonna love you as much as you can love yourself, you know. And like, you know, there's gonna be days that you wanna hear, oh, you look good, or you know what I'm saying, oh, you got a haircut, or you know what I'm saying, but you're not gonna get that. You know what I'm saying? And that's facts. You're not gonna get
But
that.
it doesn't mean that that's not how they feel. You have to know that already because you already
Facts.
know and understand what you're dealing with.
You know,
Wow.
you still gotta have that confidence. You still gotta, you know, move like somebody did give you that confidence. Whether you're in a relationship or not.
Fill your own cup.
You got to.
Heal yourself.
Because like, you know, like everybody's busy, you know, there's kid, there's work, trip, personal training. You're not always like, oh, you know, we're not like, you got time to say I love you, of course. You need to always have time to be like, oh, you look dope today. Little guy, you may miss that. And because your partner missed that, you can't feel bad about it. So you still gotta be like, you know, you didn't say that shit, you know, I still look good. I know I look good. But I'm still gonna go out, I'm still gonna do my thing. And like, you know, and once again, this is all if like you understand what's the basis of the relationship. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know, if you understand the basis of the relationship, like, you know, it's like whatever sometimes, man. Like, you know, it's like having a good friend, you know, like
Right.
you don't always compliment each other, but you know you care about each other.
Exactly.
You know, all the time. And yeah, man.
You made me think of something. Y'all made me think of something. Struck a couple of notes, right? And I'm realizing I want to admit it. I like to remain transparent. That's why I'm glad I'm into podcasting, because that vulnerable part about having lack of support, I didn't know, but it really did affect my self-esteem, y'all. Can I be real? Like, it really did have a negative impact on my self-esteem.
Wait,
So-
what had a negative impact?
I'm about to tell you. So, having lack of support. I realized that when you guys were talking, it happened just in this moment while you were talking. I realized, yo, you know why you mistakenly got offended? Because I didn't want to be offended. So when she said, I'm like offended, I didn't feel offended in the moment. It wasn't until I stopped doing whatever I was doing when I read her message that I really stopped myself and said, ooh, that kind of did hurt your feelings. You did get offended. Ooh. So I hugged her when I seen her for recognizing it and not using it against me when she could have, right? So what I realized is me having lack of support with my show. We started August, come from DTF radio station to here, right? And when I look at the lack of support, I had started out with 2 DJs. I started a whole slew of shit, right? I realized that if you want people to work with you on the project, they have to have the same passion. They have to want the same thing, or else you're playing yourself.
It's a relationship.
Oh my God. You understand? Period. Right there. So, or you're gonna end up playing yourself. Because those people, I am a firm believer in, if you are that, be that. Whatever the that is. You hear me? So if you're a user, let it go. Be you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you had a right to be you. You feel me? If you know that you secretly really wanted, you was on that show to get what you needed out of it, and you made me believe otherwise because of my intent and what I was focused on until I decided to really start paying attention to things, then let's keep that real, right? But I realized it affected my self-esteem. It did, negatively. So when you have a young lady like B Fortune talking about, because I know she ain't did that, like, it was, all of that was clear. So when you have a young lady like B Fortune going, oh, or independent artist rather going, oh, such and such and such, that's why I feel bad. I already feel bad. I had to let that out though. I already feel bad. I didn't even realize it. So shout out to the upliftment of my self-esteem with the help of the energy and vibration of Be Fortune and Drip BK up in this building today. Because y'all definitely helped the sister lift that self-esteem real quick, because I didn't realize it until just now. I'm like, oh, you actually felt bad already. You already didn't feel good enough. I started out with a whole team and I ended up with just me and my co-producer. He's at work right now. Shout out to Blazing Fire TV.
But when you start off with a new brand, let me tell you something. Like, you really can't take too many things first. It's like your brand new. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of questions is totally respectable. Because like unfortunately, like we live in a world like it doesn't matter what you think. You know what I'm saying? Like my personal friends, they all respect me. You know, they were happy for what I'm doing or whatever. But you know, like none of y'all know me, so none of y'all respect me. So like, you know, you start a new business, you know, new artists or whatnot. Like people are gonna ask questions. And to you, because on the inside, you may have been an artist for 10 years. You may have been doing what you're doing for many years. And inside of me, I may have been doing business or doing stuff like this for many, many years. But to this, everybody thinks you're brand new. So like people may ask you certain questions, like you may feel offended, but like they just get to know you. You know, so like like yeah, it's like when you open up a new brand, like your brand new, and like we live in a society that if you're not co-signed by the right person or the right people, like people are not gonna gravitate to you.
All right, so let me ask you a question. Who co-signed Gucci and told us that that shit was fire, other than what it looked like? Just give me a minute though, cause why before she gotta be co-signed when you can just listen to the damn music and see that this is a talented artist? Why Drip BK gotta be co-signed when you can walk into the damn business with no customer in there and look and go, oh shucks. He actually
Instagram is very popular and it's built on followers. You understand what I'm saying? So followers like to follow, right? But they need a leader, right? They write about this in the Bible. There's so many good stories about
That's
this.
a fact.
That's another day.
That's a fact.
Now, followers need leaders.
Yes.
They don't lead themselves. Okay? So they need a cosign. That's why people need a cosign. Me personally, I don't need a cosign. Y'all got a cosign shit. I don't give a fuck if y'all listen or not. My shit is cocaine, so I'm gonna keep on making cocaine, and when I find it, you know what I'm saying, I'll get high. But
that's what I'm saying in the midst of what I'm questioning.
Niggas is followers, so they need a cosign. They need to say, okay, well, this nigga a cosigns things, and then everybody follows it. So let me wait till he says Drip is hot, and then I'm gonna go and follow him to Drip. But there are people. I was at Drip last night. It was pretty packed. There's people who don't need no leader, and they just go there by themselves. They all their own leaders, and they go there and they packed and it be kind of lit. So, yeah, you know, there's followers and there's leaders. So that's why niggas need a cosign. But in reality, the artist, the creator, the business owner, the radio host, they don't really need a cosign. What they need is their own cosign. You have a relationship with yourself all day. Yeah. So if you really believe in yourself, you're going to make good product because you're not concerned with what other people are thinking. And when you make good product, good is good all day, every day, like God. So when you make good product, people come across good product and they fuck with good product. It is good. And some products are not good. Let's also say that. So sometimes they will come across your product and it might not hit. That's life. You'll make another one. Hey, that happens because this is life. Sometimes he have a good day with his wife. Sometimes he come in a little way, he needs to ventilate and calm down before he gets to her. You know what I'm saying? That's life. Life is going on. Nothing is personal. Nothing is personal. God is here. He sees everything. Do you think that these people did this behind God back to you? No. You wasn't paying attention. God was paying full attention. You wasn't paying attention. God was there. He let them do that because you let them do that. So at the end of the day, nothing is personal. It's you and God. It's you and God. And you know, if you want to start listening to people, then you will listen to them and they might confuse you and take you a little off your path. But at the end of the day, it's very, very simple. You know what I'm saying? Nothing is personal. Nothing is personal. If you take it personal, that's where you end up fucked up. That's where people can hurt your feelings. That's where people can change the way they act and make you feel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But nothing is personal. It's all business. Like I don't expect anything from Mitch. I never expect anything from Mitch. I assume Mitch never expects anything from me. But sometimes I go to Mitch's establishment just to support his business. You know what I'm saying? He's Haitian. He's black. I appreciate both of those things. So go to his business sometimes. He has events. I go to the business. I don't expect anything from Mitch. I pay for every drink. Sometimes I put a little extra tip in the thing because it's a business.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So nothing is personal. That's not personal. Just because I go to his event doesn't mean, he has to come to my shit, or I don't expect anything from you. I don't expect anything from you. After I do this interview with you, I might never see you again. That's not gonna bother me. It's not personal. I'm still gonna see your page. I'm still gonna like some of your shit. It's not personal. When people make it personal, it just fucks shit up.
But hold up though.
You live your own life.
Because shouldn't your friends be supportive? And if they not, I should take that shit personal. Hold on now. That personal got levels to it. Because this is a great brand lesson right here for me. Because I had to, I said y'all was going to punch some darkness, though. I did, right? I felt it. I felt it in my groin. Like I said, yeah, they about to knock some demons down real quick, so thank you. Like, if you notice when she started talking, I went like that. Yeah, because that's like, fill my cup, word. Because my thing is, shouldn't certain relationships really be reciprocal, all jokes aside? Like, certain ones?
Let me just say one thing about that.
Help
right?
me.
I feel like certain relationships should be supportive, should be helpful. Those are like the relationships that you handpick. Your wife, your husband, your boyfriend.
Okay, all right.
Your parents, they should be supportive, but they might not be supportive, right? But you don't pick them, right? You pick certain people for your life. Now, some of your friends, you know them your whole life, and they just people that you know. Some of them, they're not really your friends. You just know them. Like, take that into perspective. Really look at who your friends are. Some of them not your friends. You just know them. You grew up in the hood with them. You stay with up to them. But they're not really your friends. You expecting them to support you. Why? You know what I'm saying? I don't expect nobody. I hang out. Let me tell you something. I used to hang out with people. I used to hang out with them all day. I'll wake up. Not like, hey, what you doing? Nothing. I'm going there to smoke. Okay? It's a whole smoke spot, right? I go there and smoke. We smoke. I'm talking about, I'm leaving 1 o'clock in the morning. I went there at 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm leaving 1 o'clock. All day people come there, we smoking. No productivity is going on at this place. Nothing is getting done, right? Go there and smoke. I was performing. I don't tell them about my performances. I go there every day. I smoke with them every day, and I don't tell them about it. I don't expect them to support me. You understand? I don't see that energy in there. But I go there and smoke every day. You do what you can do, what you can do. I can smoke at Drip, I'm gonna smoke at Drip. If I can't smoke at Newtown, I won't smoke at Newtown. I can't, these people are not those supportive people, right? But I can smoke with them, right? So I smoke with them, right? But I don't invite them to my shows. Because the thing for me is that these people, I see them every day in real life. If they don't come to my show, I might get offended. I don't want to react in a negative way with them. So I avoid that by not inviting them to my show. If they come and pop up, I see some of them, they saw me at Trip. They loved it, it was cool, that was great. But if they didn't come, it wouldn't bother me had I didn't invite them. Yeah. I avoid it. You can take it personal, you can say whatever, but I'm telling you, my life is pretty peaceful. I get through shit, you see, I deal with things away, I have my orders, I have my rules of my life, and I kind of stick to them and keep peace.
And that goes back to what Mitch was saying too about understanding the relationship that you're in. And that starts with understanding yourself. So shout out to the understanding of self that's going on over here today.
So going back on what you said with like the support with your friends, right? Like when I opened up Trip, right? I gave it was a grand opening with about 8 people came.
Wait, what?
It was like throughout the course of the day. It was like a lot of people, like friends, family. I'm sorry, that's not even people. It was like 250 people, right? Friends, family, and everything coming in. It was a big weekend throughout the course of the weekend too. That first throughout the whole weekend was like 800 people coming through showing up, right? And like a lot of them were my good friends, old friends, family, and everything. And all my good friends, I told them all this in the speech, right? Because a lot of them is friends, and believe it or not, like friends feel a pressure too. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you start a business too. And friends feel the pressure to or like they have to like something, or they have to come support, or blah blah blah. But like me understanding that Joe was a good friend, I told everybody that was a good friend of mine, I really appreciate you for coming. But if you know to come here, it's all good. Because I didn't make Drip for you. You know what I'm saying? And they were like, what you mean? I was like, yo, listen, y'all are my friends, right? I'm not gonna expect y'all to like Drip because I'm the owner, right? If y'all generally like Drip, like food and drinks, fine. But I didn't make Drip for you. I made Drip for like perfect strangers. You know what I'm saying? I made a brand so like new people can find it and become a staple with new people. I made it like I would have never met before. I would have never met you if it wasn't for Drip, and both of you are new people. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you take Drip out the equation or whatnot, like would I have met y'all? Oh no. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all come to Drip because of the vibe. You know what I'm saying? So, dope vibe, the employees, feel comfortable in here, get everybody to eat. It's all dope. And that's what I want. When I walk through the door, it's like a little extra. Oh, here comes Mitch. He's that cool. You go kick it with him. You try to smoke something. All right, cool. You go outside, smoke something, whatever. After hours, it's dope. But like I told my friends, like if you don't come here, it's all good. I didn't make this business for you. I didn't make it so y'all could come. Because if I was basing my business on y'all coming here every day, if you base your business, if you base your music off your friends buying it every day, or you base your radio show based on your friends listening every day, it's not gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? Because like your friends already know you. Your friends already know you.
I
So
think they do.
yeah, but they're not gonna tune in to for more of you.
No, they gonna wait till everybody else hop on so I can charge them.
Followers.
Facts.
There you go. We are. That's why we stand alone. Yo, for real, y'all got me into it.
You got certain friends who ride or die, you know what I'm saying? But you
Who?
can't, you can't. I'm just saying in general.
Oh.
You got certain friends that ride or die that you're
So
gonna
look
see
at
every
all.
day, and you know, and they get it from good times and bad times. But you know, you're not gonna get that from all your friends.
Yeah, I mean, I get the overall picture. I do. I received the overall message. I do.
So you gotta understand that when you're making a brand, when you're doing a radio station, like you're doing it for the masses. You know what I'm saying? You're not doing it for like your 5 personal friends or your 30 associates that you see.
How about I did it and didn't tell them until months later?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like how dope is it that there's people buying your music, people listening to your music, people listening to it you never met, you know? And I love the fact that I go into Drip and there's 10 people in there that don't know who I am, and they are there because of Drip alone. And for me, that makes Drip a success. You know, people are not there for me. People are not there to see my face or hang out with me or whatever. They're there solely for Drip, you know? And then people listen to your music because of what you're putting out in your music.
Yes, son.
And how your music makes them feel.
Yeah.
Know?
It's relatable.
If people are watching your radio station because of the information that you're putting out and how they feel after you listen to you want. It doesn't matter what your friends think. You know what I'm saying? If 100 strangers love your shit more than your 30 friends, they'll keep on. And that's facts, you know? So like you can't take shit personal. You gotta understand like the business is for everybody. You're trying to get everybody. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you have a dope product. You can't rely on people who see you every day or whatnot. Because yo, they see you every day. They see you every day, right? So they're like, yo, I got this song right here. Cool. You know what I'm saying? They see me watching every day. You know what I'm saying? But this random person that you drop the music on, they hear it, you just got interest. You're brand new. They want to know your story because of this music, and it sparks a whole rabbit hole when you from a perfect stranger compared to a person who knows your story. You know what I'm saying? So like, you can't take shit personal. But what you could do is that for every new person that meets you, and for every person that listens to your music or comes to your show, make sure it's dope. Make sure it's dope. Make sure the vibe is always on good, so they want to come back for your brand, not you. For your brand.
Yo, listen. Shout out, listen. I'm over here like a baby on a breast milk, on a bottle. I am so grateful. I just knew they was gonna slap some demons. So I do expect some controversy in my day. You heard? I'm for it. I'm here for it, alive for it, and I ain't changing my energy for it, but I'm here for it. Because these are, look, reflections of self-esteem and relationship. Look at my new levels of my self-esteem. Y'all see? Y'all see the new levels of my self-esteem up in this mother. Okay? Do y'all see it? I'm just saying, do y'all see this mother? Look, new levels of self-esteem up in here. No, for real. Like for real. Understand, right? Do not take our transparency for granted. Please don't. Do not take our transparency for granted because we're still crazy and smart enough to know what we need to know and how to use what it is that we know and when to use it. You heard? Because we are a group of people that are cut from the cloth where the people have elevated mindsets. And I just got bit by a mosquito, y'all. Yeah, I just got bit by a mosquito, y'all. Life is really happening. Literally. Look, literally. I said I expect some controversy, right? Yeah. There you go. Bing. All right. So shout out to the owner of Drip BK. I need you guys to go there. If you guys saw the flyers I was putting up when I was hosting the Smoking Pros event curated by African Peace Arts Coalition, Drip BK is the place that we were at with that pretty and beautiful lighting and art in the back. That was Drip BK. I need you guys to go over there and support my brother. And I definitely want to ask you, when you first opened up Drip BK, shout out to that song in the background. when you first opened up Drip BK? Because what I'm hearing from you guys are a winner's mindset. That's it. A winner's, it's really simpler than I thought. A winner's mindset. That's all it is. It's a mindset, a winner's mindset. Because I'm listening to y'all, I'm like, damn, I know independent artists and business owners, and not everybody talking like this. Everybody's not saying the same, I'm like with speaking on the same level and the same vibration. You get what I'm saying? Everybody's focus and mindset is not the same. So I see you guys as some of the groups of people that have elevated, what I call an elevated mindset. So when you started your business, I'm assuming you opened it up with an already elevated mindset. So it had no choice, but the law of attraction had to work. It had no choice but to grow and elevate.
I don't know. I don't think it was a winner's mindset. I think my goal was to win, but I had great belief in myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been through enough in my life. I feel like I've experienced enough things, I've asked enough questions, I've learned enough from the right people that you know, when everything added up, I felt like when I opened Drip was adding up belief in myself to make it happen. You know, and like belief is like the biggest thing you can have for yourself. You need to believe. Like when you wake up in that morning, you need to believe you're waking up for a purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like when because it's gonna be whack days. It's gonna be such whack days. It was days with Drip. I don't want to tell you how much we was making. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's rough days. We opened June 1st, 2019. Our summer was cool. We hit the fall. We started to pick up some momentum between the events and everything. We were looking good. We hit the, you know what I'm saying? We hit that wall in 2020, and then we closed for a few months. And like, you know, it's hard. You know, during those 3 months, you gotta have belief. You know, I didn't know what was gonna happen. You know, my employees, obviously, I couldn't have them come back. So like, we opened, and like the pandemic was crazy. You know, a lot of people died. Family members died, best friends died, and everything. And like, you gotta believe in yourself to reopen. And then, you know, Drip reopened. It was like late May to June again. It was like 3 weeks before our 1 year. We reopened like, yeah, it was like right before our 1 year. And it was like 3 weeks. And I had no employees. And I was working from 7 a.m. to about 6 p.m., 7 p.m. every week by myself, 7 days a week to basically, you know, get Drip back. You know what I'm saying? I was in the shop, posting on social media, trying to make new food, trying to find ways to bring people back in, make people feel comfortable with whichever people that was comfortable coming outside, comfortable to come out Drip. And it was just a uphill battle. And it would, you know, like 10 times it would have been easier for me to be like, yo, it's a wrap. I'm not doing this no more. Or